Since July 23rd, deadly clashes on the Thailand-Cambodia border have escalated into open conflict, and now Thai troops have crossed into disputed territory, raising alarms across the region. What started as isolated conflicts could spiral into a broader war in Southeast Asia. And with U.S. military ties to Thailand and growing Chinese influence in Cambodia, this crisis could have serious implications far beyond the region. Tensions that had been simmering for years finally boiled over in late July, when gunfire and artillery exchanges broke out along the Thailand-Cambodia border. Villages were emptied, civilians rushed to evacuate, and both sides reported soldiers killed in the fighting. What made this different from past flare-ups was the speed and scale of the violence. Within days, Thai warplanes struck Cambodian military camps, claiming retaliation for rocket attacks that hit a Thai hospital and killed civilians, including a child. Then came the biggest move yet. Thai ground forces crossed into contested territory and took control of key positions long claimed by both nations. Cambodia called it an invasion. Thailand said it was a defensive action. Meanwhile, the border zone has turned into a flashpoint, with artillery, drones, and landmines now part of the daily reality. But how did things reach this point? The roots of this conflict go back centuries. During the time of the Khmer Empire, one of the most powerful civilizations in Southeast Asia, much of the land now claimed by Thailand was under Cambodian influence. But after the empire declined, the region became a patchwork of shifting borders and rival kingdoms. In the 19th century, things got worse under French colonial rule. France controlled Cambodia as part of French Indochina and redrew many of the borders, often without clear agreement from neighboring Siam, now Thailand. One of the most contested places was the Preah Vihear Temple, an ancient Khmer site sitting on a steep cliff, seen as sacred by both nations. In 1962, the International Court of Justice ruled that the temple belonged to Cambodia, but the land surrounding it, about 5 square kilometers, remained in dispute. Tensions flared again in 2008 when UNESCO listed the temple as a World Heritage Site under Cambodian control. Protests broke out in Thailand, and border violence followed for years. In 2013, the court reaffirmed Cambodia's claim, but the anger never fully faded. And today, old wounds are being reopened, fueled by politics, pride, and power. While the conflict is rooted in history, the current crisis is also driven by domestic politics and shifting power dynamics in the region. In Cambodia, Prime Minister Hun Manet, son of longtime leader Hun Sen, is under growing pressure. His government faces criticism over corruption, censorship, and human rights abuses. A border crisis offers a powerful distraction and a chance to rally national pride. In Thailand, the situation is also politically charged. The government faces internal divisions and growing calls to defend what many see as sovereign Thailand. Taking a firm stance at the border plays well with nationalist groups and helps boost support for the military, which remains deeply influential in Thai politics. But the risk is that these moves, designed for political survival, may trigger something far more dangerous. And if words fail, the outcome will depend on one thing: who holds the real power on the battlefield. If this conflict turns into a full-scale war, Thailand holds a clear advantage. The Royal Thai Armed Forces are large, well-trained, and well-equipped. They include around 360,000 active personnel and nearly 1 million reservists. Backed by decades of military ties with the United States, Thailand has access to advanced equipment and regular joint training exercises with Western partners. Thailand's army uses a mix of modern artillery, including systems like the Caesar howitzer, also used in Ukraine. Its armored units include a wide variety of tanks and vehicles from the US, China, Europe, and even Ukraine. The Air Force flies F-16s, older F-5s, and the more advanced Swedish Gripen fighters. The Navy, while modest, includes frigates, patrol ships, and even a small aircraft carrier used as a helicopter platform. Cambodia's military, by contrast, is smaller and less advanced. With around half the personnel of Thailand, it relies heavily on older Chinese and Soviet-era equipment. The Cambodian Air Force has no fighter jets, only transport aircraft and helicopters. Its navy is limited to river and coastal patrol boats. But even with superior firepower, war is never simple, especially in Southeast Asia's dense terrain. A prolonged conflict could turn into a guerrilla-style war in the jungle, with high human costs and long-term instability. Both countries share borders with Laos and Vietnam, and any spillover could draw those neighbors. And for the United States, the risk is clear. A war between a treaty ally and a Chinese-backed partner could complicate Washington's strategy of maintaining stability and influence in Asia. So while one side may be stronger, the cost of war could spread far beyond the battlefield. Thailand may have the upper hand, but any conflict in this region could quickly spiral beyond control, especially now as low-cost technologies like drones can completely change the balance of a conflict. Watch our video on how the U.S. plans to lead the world in drone warfare and what that means for conflicts like this. If you found this analysis useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates.